The best hitter in all of college baseball might reside here in Baton Rouge, but Tommy White did not become Tommy Tanks overnight. Put plenty of hours in on his swing, so to break it down a little bit more, we brought in player development analyst Lance Brozdowski to talk about Tanks before opening day. Lance, thanks for making some time.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, man.
There's plenty of things we could dive into about Tommy White's swing. He batted in 105 RBIs and led the NCAA last year. What I'm really curious about is his two-strike approach. He gets wider than anyone else I've ever seen. How does that wide stance allow him to still attack pitchers even with a two-strike count?
Yeah, it's a great point. It's one of those unique things that a hitter has that even when you're watching him casually really jumps out. To me, I look at it from the perspective of in any given count, you probably have about a 30-ish or so % chance of getting a hit. And then when you jump into a two-strike count, obviously when the pitcher has leverage, it falls somewhere to about 20%. By kind of taking away all that movement, what he's doing is essentially trading perhaps a bit of bat speed instead for more ability to put ball in play. Now, I like this for him specifically because he has so much power that if you're taking a little bit off his power, you're still probably an above average hitter from a power perspective. Tommy White kind of balances it really nicely.
Yeah, 105 RBIs, 25 home runs, and only a 15% strikeout rate. How is he able to still keep that power even with shortening up his swing a little bit there?
Yeah, it's a great point. I think it's a byproduct of just having a lot of natural power to start. That baseline level for power of him is so high that it doesn't really matter if I think he takes a little bit off his lower body, which is a huge part of actually generating power in any player's given swing. We've seen some other players do this in Major League Baseball as well. Bo Bichette, the shortstop for the Toronto Blue Jays, always had this kind of natural ability to shorten up. I think, again, really emphasizing that ability to do something with two strikes is really important. You look at what Ronald Acuna did last year to win the National League MVP. He's the guy who dominated two-strike counts and really cut down on the swing and miss. So it almost seems like Tommy White's kind of taking a page out of that book. I'm fascinated to see as he jumps through this year how it performs, but also eventually when he gets into a major league organization, how it does against better pitching. Does this strategy hold up?
Lance, always appreciate the time. Hope you enjoy your time out in Arizona at the Cactus League. If you see Ty Floyd pitching for the Reds, be sure to let Tiger fans here know how he's looking out there. Thanks again, buddy.
Absolutely, Pat. Thanks for having me.